Namaste. So, this is the last episode of this interview, and I really appreciate the person who took this interview. She asked the right questions, her intention was very good, and when everything is good, then only good comes out. So, I am thankful to her as well. And through this interview, many new insights I was able to share, and through these episodes, you all were also able to find these new insights. And this is the last episode. After this, very soon I am planning to start with a live session, a YouTube live session, but only with those who have taken membership of my channel, so that we have a limited community. Because if there are too many, then it's difficult to answer your questions. And I want to help you all. So I'll be having that live session soon, and I'll be sharing more details about it on the community forum as well as in my next video. So on this note, let's begin with this last episode.
In your book as well, you talk about the transit of Rahu and Ketu, and I was going to ask you, what are the effects of the transit of Rahu and Ketu? Of course, the return, we kind of understand the return of the nodes, but what happened when Ketu is transiting over your Rahu and Rahu over your Ketu? Is that a difficult transit? What this transit signifies in Vedic astrology?
When Rahu is transiting through Ketu and Ketu is transiting through Rahu, then there is a churning happening in the life. So it's like that year of 18, that 1.5 year or around 18 months of this transit, there will be a lot of churning in your life, in the sense a lot of events will happen in your life.
Okay. Maybe
which will move you, from inside out. So it's like a shake-up.
Okay. I get it. And you have it in your chapter as a cosmic serpent biting itself. Is basically the question that you talk about in your chapter. That's very interesting. I think we cover most of the things I was going to ask you. Anything that you want to tell us about this book, how to approach this book, how to use this book, who is written for this book?
This book is specifically for those who want to know about Rahu and who want to basically understand the inner, the true essence, in the sense from spiritual perspective, the true essence of Rahu, that is desire. Because once you understand the problem, then solution can be easily found. Albert Einstein has mentioned that if there is a problem, then I will spend 99% of my time in identifying the problem. What is the problem? I'll spend almost 99% of my time in identifying the problem. So once you are able to identify the problem, then it doesn't take much time. That is why he says then there is only 1% of time is required to solve the problem. This book is basically to help the readers to understand this problem called Rahu. Once they understand this problem, then on their own they will start understanding on what to do to overcome Rahu.
Is it possible though? Is it possible to overcome Rahu? Even if you know already that you are in Rahu time, you understand your Rahu, you understand the position of Rahu, the aspects, what it's doing in your chart. Is it possible to actually overcome it?
Yes, that possibility is in the 1%. Because as I say, 99% of your destiny is fixed. But God has been kind enough to spare 1%. This 1% is where your consciousness can work, where through your consciousness you can change the situation. So this book of Rahu is basically to help you become aware, become conscious. Once you become conscious, then you are going to overcome it.
Okay, that was very, very generous of you to share with us all of these fascinating ideas. And again, I have been recommending your book to everyone, and we hope to see it soon in Spanish, probably. We hope so. And thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you. And I just want to mention that it is through desire that you do karma.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The desire pushes you and you act. This act is your karma. This karma is then signified by Saturn.
Yeah.
And so next month, my new book on Saturn is coming. That is Saturn Demystified Spiritually.
Wow. That's great.
So I will request you and all your subscribers, followers to read this book. Next month, once it comes, I will be sharing more details about it on my channel as well.
That's very generous. Thank you so much, Aditya.
And so that's it. Rarely do I find such intelligent readers who can resonate, who can relate with my sharing. I thank the interviewer. God bless her. Generally, I accept those who have read my books because it becomes easier since they have already resonated, since they have been able to relate with my sharings, with my books. So I generally don't reject them. I accept them. It reminds me of a beautiful story. Once it happened. Buddha arrived in a village and the whole village was waiting. And as Buddha came, they all became very happy. And now they were waiting for Buddha to begin his discourse. But Buddha remained silent. After a few minutes, the villagers asked, "Why are you not speaking? For whom are you waiting?" And Buddha said, "I am waiting for a little girl. While coming to this village, on the way, I met her. And she said that I will come. But until I come, you please don't start with your discourse. Because I have been waiting for you for many, many years. I am waiting for that little girl." And it is said that Buddha waited. He waited for many hours. And finally the little girl came. And then Buddha started with his discourse. And when the discourse was over, all the villagers went back to their home. But only that little girl came to Buddha and said, "Now initiate me. I want to be your disciple. I want to be with you. Because from the day I have came to know about you, I have always been wanting to meet you. I always had this wish that I want to meet you. And now I cannot leave you. I want to be with you." And Buddha says, "The road is long and I am getting old. I cannot let you come with me, but always remember, I am with you. Even though I am not with you in physical form, I am always with you." On that night, when Buddha was about to sleep, Ananda came and asked, "How do you decide your journeys?" And Buddha said, "I never plan my journeys. My legs start moving towards those who are thirsty for my love, who are thirsty for my words. That is how I decide my journeys. And that is how the master decides his journey, my fellows. Your head can never let you meet the master. Your head and your logic is ugly. The master seeks only your heart, because your heart is beautiful. Your heart knows the language of silence. Real communication happens in silence. Love to all my readers who have read this book, How to Overcome Rahu. And as this year is ending, I want to share a good news that next year, in the month of March, I will be coming back with a new book on Rahu. So till then, you all stay connected with your heart, because the master seeks your heart, not your mind, not your head, and not your logic. Jai Sri Ganesha, Jai Guru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.